Hi team, this is Kofifernweh, this is my van, and well, I've been working really hard to get this ready for a massive adventure where I'm going to be heading due north and taking in as many of the Nordic countries as I can this winter, and I'd love you to come with me, but in fact let me let's sit somewhere a bit more formal for this. Better. Right. This is Kofifernweh. This is my van. It's the cabin with the desire to travel, and I've been working very hard to get this ready for this adventure due north. At the moment, well, I've got a little bit of a secret actually I need to tell. So I work as a travel photographer and writer, an educator in photography, which basically means that I take photos, I teach people how to take photos, I write about taking photos, and a load of the stuff associated with it, like gear, tutorials for magazines, for websites. I write for ScottKelby.com. I'm a KelbyOne instructor, a Photoshop World instructor. Just the other week I was speaking at the photography show at the NEC in Birmingham, which I believe is the largest photography show in Europe. And now I'm kind of getting everything ready and tidied up and shipshape for this big adventure, and getting a load of testing in, because you never know what might happen and I need to be ready for anything. So right now I'm sat on Salisbury Plain in one of the biggest van life spots in the UK. I say biggest, one of the best known. In fact, let me change that. It's like a van life mecca round here. It's bizarre. All the way down this road here is called the Drove. All the way down this road there are vans and horse boxes and tents and everything. There's all sorts of stuff going on, and then right there is Stonehenge. I'll show you that a little bit later. So this is pretty cool, but the reason I'm here is because I need to kill a little bit of time for the next few days, because I have a little secret that people that know me personally know, and people that know me professionally don't know. And here it is. I am not just a photographer and writer and educator. I've also had a full-time job for the past 14 years, which I have left. I say have left. I've given my notice and I'm leaving. I'm giving back the things I need to give back on Friday. And you're going to see this video on, well, it's going to be released on Sunday, and that means that by the time this video is out, I will have left it. So technically I have left the job that I've been doing for 14 years. And the clue is there, the job that I've been doing, for the past 14 years. So yeah, I'm sat here just waiting because I need to go to London to do that. And then when I'm done there, I'm going to go see my best mate Peter. We're going to do some printing. He's got a vinyl cutter and or a vinyl printer. He's got a machine. There's a machine to make like logos on clothing, and I've got some blank clothing he's going to stick my logo on. So that's cool. And then I'm going to head to Scotland, and you're going to come with me on this adventure to Scotland, which is kind of like a 3-week practice trial run, making sure everything in the van works properly. I've been doing a little bit of that already. I went to Wales recently. I've been sort of mooching about the country, but I've always been backwards and forwards from this day job that I just mentioned to my base, which is in Dorset in Swanage, and this will be like the first time I just go and see what happens. So I'm really looking forward to that, going to Scotland. I'm going to take you with me on that adventure, and you can follow along on my blog as well if you want to. Everything's down in the description. Everything you want to know, or the answers to everything you want to know, can be found in the description. The plan is to get due north, to go to as many Nordic countries as possible this winter, and so far it's lining up to be pretty cool. So when I leave the UK, I go through the Channel Tunnel, turn left, aim for Denmark, where I'm going to go to Hirtshals, a port at the top of Denmark, and catch a ferry to the Faroe Islands. I'm going to be in the Faroe Islands for about a week or so, and then catch another ferry to Iceland, which I'll do a lap of. Basically, I'll go around Iceland for about 2 weeks, and then back to Hirtshals, overnight in Hirtshals, and then the next day on another ferry, and this one is going to take me to Norway, to Kristiansand. And from there, I'm basically going to drive north through Norway, but I'm going to start by going, I think, possibly towards Oslo. I haven't quite decided yet. This is all part of the fun. It's kind of like there's a plan, but it's a loose, rough plan, and will be guided by what happens. I might be asking on social media, what do you think I should do next? Where do you think I should go? We'll see what actually happens. But anyway, I'm going to have a look around the bottom of Norway and work my way up to the Atlantic Ocean Road, which I've done before. I rode there on my motorbike that I sold to do the van. Oh, I miss it. I rode there in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I can't quite remember. I think it was about 2 weeks. But anyway, I rode there on my Triumph Explorer, and there's a little thing in Triumph's magazine for the ride. I was interviewed for Passion Passport about it. It was an awesome ride, and that road is amazing. And that road's just been featured in this Bond film, so I'm a little bit nervous that there's going to be loads of people in this place that wasn't actually that busy before, because that's what happens. And then I'm going to meander across into Sweden and go up towards Lapland, arrive in Lapland Christmas time, and then head up back into Norway to the Nordkapp for New Year's. Nordkapp is the Northern Cape, it's the most northern point of mainland Europe. And then, where am I going to go then? Into Finland, finish Lapland, go towards Levi, Kittilä, that sort of area, maybe Rovaniemi. And my Finnish isn't very good, so I don't know if those were pronounced correctly, but they sounded good to me. And then back into Norway, over to the Lofoten Islands and Senja, where I will run out of time because Brexit has kind of thrown a spanner in the works, and that means I can only be in the Schengen area for 90 days out of every 180. So that's the due north element. It's 5 Nordic countries, well 6 because Denmark actually. Denmark, Faroe Islands, which is kind of Danish but it's independent, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland. The only one missing is Svalbard, which is Norwegian, but it's sort of autonomous, sort of. So that's 6 Nordic countries, or 6 Nordic destinations in 3 months, this winter, in the cold, in this van that I built. Let me tell you about this van. This is Kofifernweh. Kofifernweh. It's a Mercedes Sprinter, 2011, the long wheelbase, or the 170. It's got the high roof, and I bought it as a crew van, which means there were 4 seats here where I'm sitting, and then the back was just cargo space. I stripped it out, I've completely overhauled it, I've built it out to meet my demands and my specifications as a travel photographer, living, working, writing, shooting, full-time on the road. And I love it. I'm absolutely loving what's happening with everything right now. This thing is amazing. I'm loving my life, and the reason I did this is because there's this one mantra that I've had. In fact, let me tell you the whole story. You want to hear the whole story? I'll tell you the whole story. So, 2007, I started that job that I've left, and in 2007, I started that job because life kind of dictates that You're supposed to do certain things in certain ways, and these certain things are things like get a mortgage, buy a house, raise a family, be successful. These are the things that you need to be successful. And well, it's strange because people do all these things, and then when they retire, they suddenly decide that they're going to go and enjoy life and see the world, but they can't do as many things as they would have been able to do when they were younger because of their age or other circumstances, whatever it may be. The best time in terms of like when you're ready and what your body and mind are prepared for to do these things is when you're quite young. Let's say quite young. I'm 36. I'm young enough. I'm old enough to know better. I'm young enough to do it anyway. And so this mantra that I live by, which has come off the back of that 14-year career I had and leaving it and deciding that I'm going to rule my own destiny and make my own decisions and guide my own life and do the things that I really want to do because of the amount of passion I have for them and the happiness they bring me, which are exploring, traveling, showing the world the way I see it. That mantra is once in a lifetime, as often as you can. And it really, really hit me when I was in Turkey. I was in Cappadocia, sitting on a rooftop at sunrise, watching the hot air balloons rise over the city with all these awesome like cave buildings and cave houses, and there was the sound of the morning prayer. There was lovely Turkish coffee, and the heat and everything was so cool. And I was like, hang on, this is like a once in a lifetime thing. But what I've been doing as a travel photographer and a writer or blogger is I've been doing all these once in a lifetime things as often as I can. And you should do that. If you want to do something, do it. Don't let anything stop you. I mean, as long as you're not going to hurt anyone or cause anyone else any like massive distress or anything, then just do what you want to do.